Should you start playing Marvel Puzzle Quest? No! Perhaps you've run across a game called Marvel Puzzle Quest, or MPQ, and given it some consideration before playing the game. Take a look at some of the questions to help you decide on whether or not you should play MPQ. Number 1. Are you a gamer? First off, before you give any consideration to playing this game, just don't play it and move on with your life. If you are a gamer, I would highly suggest to not start playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. The market is flooded with games like MPQ, but these are not designed for gamers. This game is designed for gamblers and people just looking to fill their extra time. How can anyone download this game legally if it's gambling? You might be asking yourself. Well, if you win, your prize is not money. Your prize is a digital item that can only be used in the game. You can also buy tokens or cover packs, which will give you digital characters you can use in the game. You can spend up to $99 on special packs in the game. However, these packs generally won't give you the characters you need or even want. I've been playing the game for over 2,300 days, and it's hard for me to do very well in the player versus player events. There is a workaround though. Players have united to help battle each other to get better rankings by communicating when they're playing. Some say this is a way to work against the game's broken system. I say it's a way for the game creators to be lazy and make so much more money every day from laziness. Every once in a while, the game will give you a special deal in which, for $74.99, you can get around 10 legendary tokens and a handful of useless tokens, in comparison to the legendary tokens anyway. With these legendary tokens, you have a 1 in 7 chance to get the current powerful 5-star characters. Recently, I needed to get the new 5-star Cyclops. When you get to the higher rankings, certain 5-star characters are required. It took me over 40 tries to get just one Cyclops. On top of that, there is a new 5-star character every couple months or so. Unless the game creators get really hungry for money, then they'll push them out monthly. To be sure, you can obtain legendary tokens by just playing the game, but they do take a long time to obtain. The better you perform, the more legendary tokens you can obtain. The most tokens go to those who can optimize their gameplay, play around the game's time, not the player's time, and have better rosters. That's the gamer aspect of it, but you have to give your life to the game. I'm the game. One other gambling aspect of it is that the game is a match 3 game. This means all of your pieces in the game are all random. If you're lucky, you'll get the pieces you need. There is no skill involved in luck. There are a lot of casual gamers out there who play this game. Some of them even spend money on the game frequently. I don't understand why they do that since this game has no ending or overall story arc other than good versus evil. That's not a story arc, that's life. It is a fun game to play while you're on the toilet. It can be efficient at taking your mind off of the realities of the real world. It's amazing how much money casual players are willing to spend on a game that is really just there to fill their time. I can think it's amazing. I'm not passing judgment or talking trash on capitalism. It's weird how people think that if you're a capitalist, that you can't have an opinion on people's decisions, which, that's okay, not to get into that. So you do you. That's awesome. I just couldn't imagine myself spending any more money on this game at all. 2. Do you value things you can't touch? To be sure, things are valued at what people value them at. Not all intangible items are worth so little. Music, movies, ideas, comics, etc. can all have extreme worth. Supply and demand also dictates prices, which is why it's so weird to me that this game gets away with charging $74.99 for 10 legendary tokens. I guess if they're not supplying, then I guess they can charge as much as they want. But the supply comes from almost literally nothing. It's amazing to me that the game creators literally don't have to do anything to produce legendary tokens, yet they can charge so much for them. To each their own. Again, I don't look down on anyone that pays that much for an unlimited quantity of something from nothing. I just couldn't imagine spending money that I worked for on this game of gambling. 3. Do you like doing something you have to do a bunch of mundane stuff to keep up with? As I stated earlier, you have to revolve your life around the game if you want to go far in the game. This means playing at certain times of the day, so you may have to schedule your play time up to 7 days in advance. That's a whole week. On top of that, they constantly put out new characters. In 2019, I took a few months away from the game. When I came back, there were so many new characters I needed to get. Luckily, before I took my hiatus, I didn't open any tokens for about 6 months. So when I came back, I was able to get a lot of the characters I was missing. It still took up to a year for me to champ some of those 4 stars I was missing out on, and I still don't have a handful of those 5 stars champed. But what did champing all of those characters I was missing get me? Not every character gives you 5-star shards. I hardly ever use any of all of the 4 or 5-star characters I obtained, only when they're required. But if you end up getting somewhat serious about this game, you have to collect up all of those useless characters because there is that 1 in 7 chance that a legendary token you get might actually get you a 5-star character that there is a very low chance you'll actually use. 4. But I want to start playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. Drat! I couldn't convince you to not start playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. So here's how I would play the game if I had to start all over. Tip 1. Don't start playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. Tip 2. Get 1 of every character. Events have required characters, and I'd only play the event fully if I had all the required characters. If I didn't have all the required characters, I'd join the event late in hopes that I could place high in the bracket to get the best rewards. Tip number 3 says to never open a token, but one exception would be to get a character you desperately need for an event. Make sure you have a couple slots reserved for 1-star Black Widow, Modern, aka MBW. Get her to 5 blue power and 0 purple power. Tip number 3, don't open any tokens. I don't know how efficient this tip is for a new player since I'm over 7 years. However, if I started playing Marvel Puzzle Quest from the beginning for some dumb reason, I probably would play for about 3 years without opening any tokens. However, if you get into an active alliance, you should open standard tokens until you have a couple MBWs with 5 blue and 0 purple. Tip number 4, join events near the end. As a time saver, don't start playing any PvP, player versus player, events until there is about 30 minutes left until the end of the event. If you're lucky at gambling, you will get into a bracket that has very few players. You'll get the top rewards, which you're usually better off with than the progression awards anyways. Tip number 5, learn how much time it takes to reach progression rewards fully. I know I could safely skip the first day of a player versus environment event and still reach all the progression rewards. Sometimes the progression rewards are better for you than the placement rewards. Learn your time frame so you can live your life to the fullest instead of living it around Marvel Puzzle Quest. Tip number 6, find an active alliance. As soon as you can, join an active alliance. Alliance team-ups really can save you in a pinch. You'll also get that daily ISO bonus from your alliance. Make sure you have at least a few MBWs with 5 blue and 0 purple. There are too many alliances out there that might have only a few active members in it, so don't stay in those. Ideally, you'll want an alliance that plays every day and has minimum score requirements. If it weren't for players like Alliance 007, Unlucky 13, Champion, Vi1 Russ Hunter, Wolvie 171, and the numerous amount of other people that have allowed me to fail sometimes, I wouldn't be playing this game still, so maybe I shouldn't like those guys and girls and ugh. Yeah. Maybe joining Alliance is a bad thing. Tip number 7, buy roster slots. No, this does not mean to buy with real life money. Spend your real life money on cool things like pizza and bowling balls. Use the hero points you earn in the game to buy roster slots. These are essential in the long run for when you start farming and having space for required characters. Plus, early on, when you find an active alliance, you can become a valuable alliance member with at least 4 slots reserved for modern Black Widow. Don't put any ISO into her, but put 5 blue powers only. Do not give these MBWs any purple power. Tip number 8, only spend ISO and hero points on a few select characters. Really, there are only a handful of characters you'll end up using in the long run. After playing the game for a year or two, I'd say the first team you should try to get is 3-star Gray Suit Black Widow, 3-star Scarlet Witch, and 4-star Professor X. You'll have to keep their levels balanced at a certain level too. Once you get enough purple ability points, you can essentially use power-ups in a cycle that regenerates enough purple ability points and continue the cycle. There are a couple teams that can do this, but this is the one I use the most. Make sure to leave your 3-star land team in the comments below. If need be, make sure you spend ISO to level up your 1-star Black Widow so she's level 2 so you don't accidentally trash her, and make sure she has 5 blue and 0 purple for your alliance team-ups. Tip number 9, don't power up just to power up. I am not 100% on how the game matches you against other players, but once one of your characters or teams reach a certain level or you reach a certain level, you'll start to get more powerful teams to face. My first run at the game I played for about 70 days. I remember leveling up a 2-star Thor, and then all of a sudden, it was taking me longer to win PvP because I was facing stronger teams. Back then, they didn't have shield clearance levels though, so I'm not sure if that changed. Again, I'd suggest not opening tokens or spending hero points until absolutely necessary to level up. Where I'm at now though, about 95% of the time, I use 5-star Thor, 5-star Okoye, and someone else. Essentially, I've played the game for 7 years and have over 230 characters with over 300 roster slots, and I use 2 of them 95% of the time. Tip number 10, don't start playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. Take it from a fat former gamer. If you're looking for a game to play, don't start playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. Number 5, do you have any good things to say about Marvel Puzzle Quest? The ads in the game are extremely minimal. About every month there will be a pop-up when you load the game for some Marvel related thing. Most mobile games have way too many ads, and most of those ads are to other weird mobile games. It's not nearly as bad of a mobile game like some other games out there. 2 other games that I had really high hopes for, but ended up being terrible games, were the Trailer Park Boys game and the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia game. They were idle games. I don't understand how people can play idle games. Those 2 shows are 2 of my favorite shows, and it saddened me that they produced extremely terrible games. Well, I don't know if I'll be making any more Marvel Puzzle Quest videos, but it's been a fun run. I'm still gonna play Marvel Puzzle Quest. I feel kind of shoddy because I do not play for max rewards anymore, and so I don't get in the best alliances, and so I'm not getting the best rewards, so I kind of feel like I'm wasting my time. So I urge you that if you want to play this game, don't. And if you found this video helpful, go ahead and click subscribe, because I probably won't make another video for this game again, but I will probably make more videos. That was the worst pitch ever. Have a groovy day.